We are dealing with texturing, and let us see today what we are going to do. Before that, any of you prepared the concept? Today, any of you want to share the concept? Okay, Saurav. So we'll listen to it, okay? Anybody else? Um, in the second half, Saurav will discuss about the concept. First, I will take a lecture. After that, we'll discuss about the concept, okay? Okay, Devanand. See, if some of you, suppose you were thinking of the concept, but you were confused, okay, then also you can discuss the concept. Either I can help you or your friends can help you to complete the story. If some of you, like, you were thinking of a story, but you don't know how to complete the story, suppose, so that can be done. So you just can start sharing the story. Mm, okay, okay, Nitai. Yeah, about your story also we can discuss. The new life. Nitai, this story, which one? The new life, the fish one, or two boys? Fish one, yes. The fish one. You concentrate on the fish one because that is um, more suitable for 3D project. I think so. Second one is also good, but that can be done in live action also. So that is the reason. Concentrate, concentrate on this. The new life. Yes, can be the title. So all of you just make your mind that in the second half of the lecture we'll discuss about the concept, and that time you guys can, you know, mm, share your thought, whatever you are thinking about your concept. Devanand, journey to another world. Yes. Okay, fine. Devanand. Means, you know what? I'm not too much concerned about the name of the story or the title of the story, but the concept is very important. Very, very important. We can regarding this regarding this title later on also we can discuss. You can discuss with the group members, and you can come up with beautiful titles. Previously, it happened. I have seen. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just concentrate on the concept. And in the concept also, if somebody can remind me, uh, I will. I can discuss about the flow chart of a good concept. So I can show you that a flow chart of a good concept. Okay, so today itself I can discuss about that. Somebody, if after whatever we are going to do in Maya, after that, if somebody can remind me. I'll talk about that. Okay. Fine. Yes, Nitai. Okay, then let us start. So today, basically, in texturing, so far we have seen how to create different kinds of maps. Okay. Last 2 days we have seen how to use our paint effects as textures, right? So paint effects can be painted on the models we have seen. That is also called PTEX, polytexturing. Okay, in the I have seen this kind of questions in the exam. Uh, Write a short note on PTEX, then you'll be very confused. Like, sir didn't teach us what is PTEX. But PTEX is nothing but polytexturing. Okay, through 3D paint texture, we have done PTEX, polytexturing. Directly, you are painting on polygons. That is called PTEX, polytexturing. Okay, and the first software, uh, actually, they are the first, not the first software, because in Maya we used to do this, but it was extensively used in the market, and that was the software Mari. Okay, and they used it for the movie Avatar, I guess in 2008 or 9, right? Avatar. So that time they used tremendously in that particular movie, polytexturing, painted all that characters, blue characters, all painted characters. Those are all painted textures. So through polytexturing, that can be done. So in Maya also by using 3D paint texture, but 3D paint texture is definitely a powerful tool. You have seen, like I painted the entire island with that particular tool. So definitely very powerful tool. But yes, if you are using some other application uh, like Mari or a Substance Painter or ZBrush, more options are there in those softwares, because mostly some part of the software is dedicated on that particular part, like Substance Painter. It's 50% part is dedicated on that particular thing, right? So definitely that will be much more powerful. So now, uh, so don't be, yes, good morning, Sagar. So uh, don't be confused if it comes in the exam. What is PTEX? It can be, it can come like PTEX only, PTEX, 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 or polytexturing. So you need to write these things. I also gave you some information from the movie Avatar. They extensively used PTEX, polytexturing. Okay, and another thing was there. Uh, from that particular time, they started using it. That is called UDIM. Something was there. UDIM. Okay. So you don't have to remember this particular thing right now. UDIM. This is a method of aligning the UVs. UDIM. It is called. Okay. So maybe I'll talk about this particular thing, UDIM, in your third year, because that will be a very advanced stage. In not even all the productions they are using UDIM, but some of the productions they are using UDIM. Okay, so multiple UV shells at multiple UV sets uh, at once together. So that is UDIM. So in that particular time only, uh, no UV tools. See, Sagar, UV tools are there for unwrapping. That is fine, but UDIM is something different. The process is called UDIM. Okay, that's the process name. So. definitely related to UVs, but that's a totally method. In that's a production method. Okay, that is totally different. Anyway, but yes, until unless your basic concept, the texturing, the UV unwrapping, all these concepts are clear, very clear. You are very good at it, so you will not be able to understand UDIM. Okay, so that is the reason we'll do it in your third year. It will come. Okay. Yes, Sagar. Gradually, how we'll be working? We'll be using those things in Maya. Basically, you can, as I told previously, like at the beginning, several thousand tools are there in Maya. So, and definitely the time period we are dealing with Maya, so that's not enough to check each and everything. Mayuresh, can you click off your mic? Mayuresh, Mayuresh, can you click off your mic? Switch off your mic. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so definitely and gradually we'll learn. And I have been using Maya since more than 16 years. Uh, no problem, Mayuresh. 16 years. So still I'm learning tools, some of the tools. So and don't expect even like you will learn each and every uh, tools of Maya within this time period. Not possible. That's not physically possible. Okay, so but yes, what basically we need to learn, we need to learn the work process. We should emphasize on that part. Why it is so? If tomorrow Autodesk closing down Maya, okay, what you will do? You know each and every tool of Maya, but you don't know the working working procedure correctly. I guess you are getting my point. What I'm trying to say, it happens in past. Those who used to use 3D Max, now 3D Max is outdated. Some of the architectural firms they are using 3D Max. In production, it is not used anymore. And that time, 3D Max was a craze. Understood. So don't worry about the tools. From the first day, I'm telling, don't worry about the tools. Some tools are definitely important, but yes, the concept is very important. You need to learn that. And in production, the concept is going to help you. And if the concept is clear, then it can solve so many problems in the production. You will be able to solve so many problems in the production. You can think uh, in so many ways if the concept is clear. Okay, so this is it, and that is how it works. uh, Suppose a new application is coming in the market now, so many. Yes, Sagar, it can be any software. Yes, you should be able to work in any software, not only in Maya. That is the reason I generally tell the students like, uh, yeah, we have to be focused in any particular 3D application, but we should not be stuck to it. Like, if I don't have Maya, I cannot do anything. It should not be like that. If in the production, suppose today you are going to a production, they will ask you to learn Houdini. You means they don't expect a prior knowledge of Houdini. No, I'm not talking about that. They will teach you over there in the production only. Okay, Houdini. So now, if you are very much attached to Maya, it will be very difficult for you to learn Houdini then. But if the concept is clear, if you know how to model it, what is the anatomy of the human head? what is the anatomy of the human body, then it will be very easy for you to work. Understood? So I'm talking about that. So the concept is very, very important. Anyway, so today I thought of, so what we have seen some texture maps, how to create texture maps. So through PTEX also we have seen how you can create texture maps. It will be automatically saved inside the 3D paint texture folder, and you can copy it and paste it in your source image. And we also have seen how to unwrap models, how to create textures in Photoshop. You can paint also in Photoshop, or you can simply uh, take the real images and cut it in Photoshop and paste it, and you can get a beautiful texture. That is also possible. You can combine the painting and the real images combined together and create a kind of matte paint, and that also can be used as a texture. Like we have seen all these things. Okay. So now you have seen the bump map we have used, the black and white grayscale maps we have seen, right? So now the thing is, we are also having a few other maps. So uh, we talked about, I guess, color map. We talked about transparency map. We talked about specular map. We talked about bump map. So these are the maps we talked about. Today, I will show you how to create normal map and displacement map. Okay, Sagar, you were asking since a few days about this. So now it's time to talk about these two maps, normal map and displacement map. Yes. So today we'll talk about these two maps, and I'll show you how to practically create these maps and how to use it. So once again, try to learn the concept. It is very, very important. The concept. Okay. So let us check. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible, guys. Okay. So let's come to Maya, and over here, let's create something. Let's create a polygonal sphere. Okay. And I'm going to the inputs, and instead of 2020, let's make it 100. Okay, increase the polygon so much, and control D, sorry, control D, duplicate, and keep it aside, and come back to 2020. So what's happening basically, one is low poly, one is high poly. Fine. Now what I'm going to do in this, let's do one thing. Select everything, edit, delete by type, history. I'm selecting this and going to mesh tool and sculpting tool. Let's say going to sculpting tool and maybe this one, sculpt tool, and you can see I can sculpt on it. Okay. So let's increase a little bit, and strength, let's make it 0.4, little bit more, right? So now what I'm going to do, sculpting on it. If you are using a lower version of Maya, then this is sculpt geometry tool, right? I don't know what I'm creating, but I'm just creating some information. It can be anything. This information can be anything, isn't it? So I have created some information on this surface. So this is a low poly model, this is a high poly model, you can see. And I have created some information on it. Okay. Now, what exactly I want? What exactly I want? I want this information on my low poly model. So just click on it. I'm dealing with 400 faces. 400 faces. And over here, I'm dealing with 1 lakh faces. 400 faces and 1 lakh faces. You can understand this will make the scene too heavy, isn't it? So I want this information, whatever the information I created just before some time, this information, I want it on this particular surface. Guys, tell me, you all understood what exactly we are going to do? The problem you understood? Then I'll show you the solution. All of you understood? Yes, less polygon, but with detailing. Okay, that's our problem. How to deal with that? How to get that information? That's the problem. Yes. So now, what can be done? In 2019, I have to check. Yeah, they have kept it in the same place. So inside the mesh, we are having transfer attributes. Okay, transfer attributes. Oh, sorry, it's not the place. I'm going to the rendering and lighting and rendering. I'm sure. Yeah, lighting and rendering. Inside baking, inside baking, we are having transfer maps. You can see we are having transfer maps. Okay, I'm going to the option box of the transfer maps. Just try to understand this option box. This is very, very important. So this is left hand side, this is right hand side. Can you guys tell me which one is the source and which one is the target? Which one is the source and which one is the target? Right hand side or left hand side? Tell me, which one is the source? Right hand side or left hand side? Which one is the source? Right hand side or left hand side? Tell me.
Left hand side.
Left hand side is the source. Left hand side is the source, you are telling, right? And which one is the target? Which one is the target? What do you think?
So right side source, left one target.
Yes, yes. So the surface containing the information should be the source, and our low poly model should be the target. Simple, right? So this is the source and this is the target. So this is the source information. I want to shift it to the low poly model. Understood? Okay, now another thing we have to take care, that is UV is unwrapped. Okay, UV is properly unwrapped. Not properly, but I have kept it because this was a primitive. So I just have kept it like this, but it is properly unwrapped. So now select this. This is also properly unwrapped. And the UV positions are also exactly the same. Okay, you have to remember that. The position is exactly the same. So the first model you have created, make sure you are unwrapping it, then only you are duplicating it. Then add information. Otherwise, this process will not work. Remember this. This process is not going to work if it is not done that way. Anyway, so now in this transfer map, we are having target mesh and source mesh. Two options are there. So before some time we discussed this one is the target, right? Select this and click on add selected. All right, you can see the name of this is polysphere shape 1. So polysphere shape 1, it has come. Okay, and this is our source mesh. Source mesh. Okay, so this is selected and click on add selected. So you can see polysphere shape 2, the name of this object, it has come. So we have selected our target mesh. We have selected, why the mouse is giving problem, source mesh. Okay, we have selected both. Now come to the output maps. Right now I will delete everything, any any previous things I created. I'm just deleting. First of all, let's check how to create a normal map. Okay, normal map is almost like a bump map, but it is not a grayscale map. It is a color map, like hue will be there. Okay, so let's create a normal map. So just clicking on it. Okay, so normal map has come, and make sure it is checked. Normal map. What should be the file format of a normal map? Let's make it JPEG. JPEG. Okay, include materials. If you are including, it will create a new Lambert. If you are not creating a material, then it will be overlapped by Lambert 1. Okay, now map space. Few options are there: object space or tangent space. This is all about calculation, and from my personal experience, object space is a better calculation. So most of the time we use object space. Basically, object space means it will calculate the geometry, and tangent space means we all know what tangent means. Like suppose this particular point over here. So if I draw a line on that particular point, so this is the tangent and this is the normal. So it will calculate all the tangents. Okay. So that is basically the tangent space. But I am using object space. It will calculate the geometry. Okay, now come to Maya common output. Yeah. Now come on Maya common output. In Maya common output, this is the map width. What should be the map width? 1024 by 1024. For now, I'm keeping it like this only. It can be 2K also. 1024 means 1K. 2048 means 2K. Okay, so let's keep it 1024 by 1024 and transfer in over there. I have chosen object space. So over here also, I am going to keep. I think my pen tablet is connected. That is the reason it's happening. Okay, and over here also I am keeping object space. Over there also I have kept object space. Okay, so it will be better if we are keeping the same over here also object space. Now sampling quality. What should be the quality? Remember, we are having four kinds of quality: preview, low, medium, and high. We should use high definitely, but it will take too much of calculation time. Okay, so instead of high, we can keep it medium for now. For the demonstration, I'm keeping it medium. When you guys will be working on it, keep it high, sampling quality. Okay, and you don't have to change anything. uh, Here it is asking like flip u or flip v if you want to flip it. Now the thing is, to be very honest, flipping is not needed in this case. Some cases, like suppose the second object is flipped, so from here you duplicated it but you flipped it. So in that case, this flip u and flip v can be useful. Okay, so you don't have to do anything else apart from this, and bake and close. So let us check. Here it is being calculated. So almost done. Yeah, it is almost done. It is done. Okay, now let's go to the Hypershade, and you can see Lambert 2 has been created. Lambert 2. Okay, just select Lambert 2 and click over here, and we can see. Can you see the texture over here? This one. So now, right now, it's very difficult to see, right, what is happening. So what I'm going to do, without color, let's connect the color also, so that over here we'll be able to see what's happening. Can you see? We are getting that information on this surface. So this is basically called a normal map. This is happening because of the normal map. So this is a normal map. Okay, and it will work. So we don't need the color. You can see through bump, you can see the information is coming through the bump, right? So if I render it, you can see the information, that information on this surface. Okay, now, so all of you understood normal map, guys? Guys, all of you? Okay. Okay. What about others? Okay, fine. Yes. So, but if you have noticed, there is a problem. Okay. The problem is, yes, this is a low poly model, but isn't it amazing? This is having 1 lakh polygon. This is having only 400 polygons. So I'm getting the information, this information on this surface through a map. So isn't it amazing? So, but the problem is over here, if I see carefully, this portion is coming out of the geometry, but over here only the illusion is there, it is not coming out of the geometry. Okay, so this is a problem. That means, so this is one problem, and another problem is if I create a light in the scene right now, what will happen? This portion will cast a shadow. Okay, but over here this illusion will not be able to cast a shadow. So that is the drawback of a normal map or bump map. And you can see I have connected through bump channel only. So this is a bump 2D node. I have connected through a bump channel because this is a bump map. Okay, but because it is a colored map, so this is called a normal map, tangent space normal map, or object space normal map basically. Over here, uh, if you select this, I'll show you something. Use as, okay, over here where you can change the bump value, bump depth. So over here, use as, three options are there, no? Bump, tangent space normal, and object space normal. In this case, if you can remember, I selected object space. Can you remember that? So because of this, it is object space normal. If you are selecting tangent space over there, you should use tangent space normal. Okay, and if it is a grayscale map, you should use bump. I guess now it is clear to you. Okay, so in this case, object space normal, because over there we used object space normal. All right, let it be like this. Okay, I'll come back. Now, I am not satisfied with the result. This portion is coming out. I want this information also should come out like this. Okay, so for that, what can we do? Once again, moving to the transfer map. So this is our target map, add selected. This is our source map, add selected. And this time, instead of normal map, so I'll just remove it, we are selecting a displacement map. A displacement map. Okay. So same, I am using a file format of JPEG, but you know what? For displacement map, this kind of maps, it's always better to use a Targa map, TARGA, Targa map. Okay, but JPEG quickly it will be created, so I am using JPEG only. Okay, JPEG, Maya common attribute once again. Let's keep 1024 by 1024 object space. Everything will be the same. There will be no problem. Bake and close. Let us check. It will take a little bit more time than the normal map. So 25% is done, but a little bit more time it will take. Okay, it is done. Now let's move on to the Hypershed. And this time Lambert 3 has been created. Lambert 3. Okay. Now selecting this shading node and clicking over here, you can see with Lambert 3 nothing is connected, but with this shading node something called displacement shader has been created, and there is a map like this. Okay, this is a grayscale map, by the way. Okay, but over here nothing is seen. Let us check and render. Can you see something over here? Also, it is coming out of the surface. Isn't it beautiful? 400 polygons, 1 lakh polygons, 400 polygons. We are getting this result. With only 400 polygons, we are getting this result. Isn't it amazing? Okay, so this is the job of displacement map. If you want to reduce the displacement, I can see that displacement is a little bit too much. Select this displacement shader, and in the scaling, instead of 1, you can make it maybe 0.5, and let's render once again. Still it is too much, so I need to reduce a little bit more. So like this the displacement map will work. Okay, and if it is not reduced properly, still suppose, okay, I can see still it is not reduced properly. Let's make it 1 scaling, and I'll show you another place where this can work. So selecting the map itself, so this is the map you can see, and I'm coming to the color balance, and over here, oh yes, we are having alpha gain. Alpha gain is 2. It should be 1 basically. Okay, and alpha offset should be negative 50% of alpha gain. So if it was 2, so it is negative 1. Okay, so if it is 1, then it has to be negative 0.5. This value should be like this. Now I can explain why so. Because suppose this is a model. Okay, so suppose this part is coming out of the surface, and some part I sculpted inside. The surface value is 0. The portion coming out, it is the positive side, coming out at the positive side. So maybe 1, 1.5, like that, it is coming out. But the portion is, I am pushing inside, that should be the negative some value, isn't it? So because of that, we should give some offset value, like the negative side, the part is going, that has to be negative half of the alpha gain. So that's the calculation basically. That's the equation over here. Okay, now let's check what's happening. You can see it is reduced now, and it is looking better. I can see some polygonal, uh, you know, pixels like areas has been created, but that's not a problem. That can be rectified. But overall, almost the surface, both the surfaces are alike. Okay, 400 polygons, only 400 polygons, and 1 lakh polygons. Can you imagine how much light we have created the file size? And if you are dealing with this much polygon, then you can keep only a few objects in the scene. But if you are dealing with this kind of objects, then maybe 100, 200, 500 objects you can keep in a scene like this. Okay, so that is basically the job of normal map and displacement map. Guys, all of you understood this? Okay. What about others? What about others? Okay. Now, tell me, what is the difference? This is a very, very genuine question. It can come in the exam. Okay. What is the difference between normal map and displacement map? Very common question. It can come in the exam. You people can write it down. What is the difference between normal map and displacement map? Okay, can we discuss about this? Okay, you guys will tell me. You have seen things over here, and you guys can tell me like what is the difference. Come on. Come on. Keep telling or keep writing. What is the difference between normal map and displacement map? How much you have seen from that? Come on, guys. Tell me. Who will talk about this? How much you have seen? You tell me that much. How much you have seen? After that, finally, I will give you my answer. So don't worry. But first, you people tell me how much you have understood. Okay, Mayuresh got your answer. Normal map is like detailed illusion, and displacement map makes it more detailed and same like it is. Okay, yes. So this is what you have perceived, and this is yes, this is correct. What about others? Come on, quickly. Write it down, or you can speak. Come on, guys. Who else is writing? Nitai. Nitai. Sagar, the question was, what is the difference between normal map and displacement map? What you have understood from today's lecture? What is the difference between normal map and displacement map? That was the question. Saurav? Sorry, Shubham. Yes, Saurav, you also can speak. Shubham? Okay, Mayuresh is writing another point. In normal maps, there is bump, but there is no depth. In displacement, there is bump with depth. Very good, Mayuresh. Yes, very good. Yes. Anything else, guys? Come on, guys. What about others? Yes, finally, at last, I will definitely explain. But first, what you guys understood, let me know that. I can see one person understood it. What about others? No one else? Okay, then write it down. What is the difference between normal map and displacement map? Mayuresh, what you have written, it is correct. Okay, it is correct. Now let's arrange the words a little bit. Try to arrange the words a little bit better way. Okay, question you will have written, I guess. What is the difference between normal map and displacement map? This is the question. Now the answer is normal map. Normal map can create the illusion of detailing. Normal map can create the illusion of detailing of an object. Normal map can create the illusion of detailing of an object. Whereas displacement map actually creates the detailing on the surface through map information. Through map information. Okay, this is very simple to understand. Through the lines only, I'm sure you understood what is written. Now, second point. Through, Saurav. Through the map information. Normal map can create the illusion of detailing of an object, whereas displacement map actually creates the detailing on the surface through map information. Yes, yes. Thank you, Nitai. Correct. Okay, now the second point. Write down the second point. Normal map cannot cast shadow. Normal map cannot cast shadow. Whereas displacement map can cast shadow. Whereas displacement map can cast shadow. Okay. I thought the third point, and then I forgot. Just 1 minute. What I thought. Okay, if now if it can be a 3 marks question, approximately 2.5 to 3 marks question. Sometimes it can be a 5 marks question. So in that case, uh, many more things can be written actually. Like normal map. Normal map is a colored map. A displacement map is a grayscale map. Understood? Means you people just can write down the points and then you can discuss with the group members and you can you have written the third point. Normal map is a colored map and displacement map is a grayscale map. Now write down another point. So I'm trying to convert it into a 5 marks question. Okay, can come 5 marks question. So next point is, write it down. Most of the cases, most of the cases, normal map is used. Third point, Nitai, that this is normal map is a colored map and displacement map is a grayscale map. Second point was it can cast shadow, it cannot cast shadow. And fourth point is, right now, I'm telling, most of the cases, normal map is used. Most of the cases, normal map is used for the micro detailed areas. Later on, you will understand this point, what today we are discussing, this particular fourth point. Normal map, most of the cases, normal map is used for the micro detailed areas. Whereas displacement map can be used for the bigger displaced detailings. For the bigger displaced detailing. Okay, you will understand this point later on when you will be working. Okay, so basically these are the 4 points, and suppose it is a 5 marks question, then one in another point, like you can give examples. You can give examples. Okay, suppose we are creating a terrain, landscape terrain, then for the peaks of some hilly areas or mountains, for the peaks we can use displacement map, and for the smaller detailing like some river lines, uh, and some ridges, some of the areas we can use bump map. Some stone patterns, for that we can use normal map. So like that, you can give another example. So it will be a 5 marks answer. Okay, and at the same time, you can draw a diagram. Okay, if it is a 5 marks question, through a diagram, if you are showing like this portion is coming out and this portion is on the surface itself, so then it will be a better answer. You will get out of 5, it you can get 4, 4.5 if you are creating the diagram. Okay, so any of you can tell me what you have written? Any of you can read it out, what you have written? Or you can, if you have written it in computer, you can just paste the answer over here. That is also fine. No, yes, for sort of for that only I'm telling. Somebody can please read it out. Guys, come on quickly. Hmm. Thank you very much, Shubham. So I'm just reading it out. Normal map can create illusion of detailing of an object. Displacement map actually creates the detailing on the surface through map information. Okay, so first point. Second point is normal map cannot cast shadow, whereas displacement map can cast shadow. Second point. Third point is normal map is a color map. Normal is a color. No, normal is not a color. Normal map is a color map. Colored map. Normal map is a colored map. You should write like this. Normal map is a colored map, and displacement map is a grayscale map. Okay, so map you should write, otherwise the meaning is something else. It is looking something else. So normal map is a color map and displacement map is a grayscale map. Okay, number 4. Most of the cases, normal is used. No, normal map is used for micro detailed areas, whereas displacement map can be used for the bigger displaced detailing. Yes. So thank you, Shubham. I guess you understood today what is the job of the normal map and what is the job of displacement map. Okay, and yes, so like this can be created for the normal map and displacement map. It is not necessary you have to go through only this particular transfer maps. To be very honest, I never use this option. Okay, for this I use a different application. So several applications are there to get this basically. Okay, some point of time, the displacement map can be called as height map also. Remember this. So in the exam, if it is coming, what is height map? Then don't be confused. So whatever you know about displacement map, write down everything in the point of height map. So it will be correct. Okay. It is also called height map. Like in Substance Painter, if you are creating it, it will be called as height map. But when you will come to Maya, the same height map you will be using as displacement map. So the same thing, okay? You are getting the same information from the height map, what you are getting from the displacement map. So don't be confused. Now once again, this is once again a reminder. Texturing exam, last last batch, around 60% students failed in theory. Not only these two divisions like theory divisions, but both the means in all the four divisions or five divisions. Okay, 60% students failed, and you can see the reason because texturing is not theoretically it's not easy like modeling. Okay, and you can check the attendance. Approximately this is 40% of the attendance, so definitely 60% will be failed who are not attending these lectures. Just by reading theory you will not be able to write in the neither in modeling nor in texturing. It's not possible. Okay, so this year also I can see people will fail. Now let me give you one example, okay, of this. So similarly, one student, she failed in theory, and now she wants to go to abroad. I think USA she wants to go for further study. Now she needs a recommendation letter for that. So if you want to go for further studies for masters, you need a recommendation letter from the college because she failed in that particular theory subject. She is not getting the recommendation letter because she failed. How come we'll give the recommendation letter to her? So now she needs to clear everything first and then she can get the recommendation letter. So she will lose 1 year of her career. Okay, right now, sitting at home, you are not getting the overall picture of it, but really, I'm just thinking of those, uh, except this 19 students today present. So every day, 19, approximately 20 students are present. So I'm just thinking about rest 40 students, what they are doing. Saurav, no news so far. Now the examination is going on for the passing out students, those who are passing out. Okay, so gradually, uh, yeah, the good news is it has started. The exam has been started. Okay, their theory exam is done. Practical exam is going to happen maybe this month, last week, and gradually your exam will happen. First third year exam will happen because together we cannot conduct the exam because you know the reason. We cannot accommodate all the students at once. So gradually will happen. Then your exam will happen. Okay, but yes, the good news is university has started the examination, so it will happen. Yes, Nitai, it will be in the college. It will most probably it will be in the college because their practical exam will be in the college itself. Yes. So we'll maintain the social distancing and the exam will be conducted. Anyway, guys, so now let's no, right now, no information, Saurabh. Okay. Actually, the college is not reopening. Only for the exam, we'll go to the college like that. Only for the exam. And only for the exam dates, we'll go to the college. Okay, guys, now let's come back. Let's come back to our concept. Okay. Yeah, now I can remember I told about the flowchart of a story, right? I'll explain the flowchart of a story. I told you. Now, all of you, uh, try to understand this. Now, um, come out of texturing and think of the concept. Okay. So first of all, you people please share like whatever the concepts are there. You people please share. After that, overall, I will tell you the flowchart of the story. Okay, it will be helpful for you. Come on, guys. Who will start?
So,
Yes, Sagar.
मैप का आप यूजेज नहीं दिखाओगे टेक्सचर को
Sorry.
कैसे कॉल करूँ
Sorry.
जो सर मैप्स है नॉर्मल मैप्स और डिस्प्लेसमेंट मैप्स का
Yeah, normal map and displacement map.
तो सर यूजेज ऑन ऑब्जेक्ट मीन कैसे उसको कॉल करें
How
लाइक
to
बम्प
how
मैप
to call it?
यस
How
सर
to call it?
इन विच प्रॉपर्टी यस सर
Yeah, normal map as I showed you. This is a bump map. So where it is connected in the bump mapping. See in the bump mapping. This is the bump map only. Normal map. Bump, but yes, inside it, the difference is bump map is a grayscale map. Normal map is a colored map. That is the difference. But the property will be it will be connected over here only bump map. Okay. And yeah, and displacement map, as I showed you, it will be connected to this shading node. Shading node. Can you see displacement is written over here? If you select the shading node, the displacement is written over here. So in that, our displacement map is connected. So when suppose I am deleting it. So this is our map. We have created our map, and this is a Lambert, normal Lambert, and with that automatically this will be created. So just go to the shading node, and you can see the displacement material over here. Just drag and drop. So automatically this node, like bump map, it will be created. So now you can see the displacement is connected with this.
So where you created from where
Hmm?
you taken
Sorry,
where you took डिस्प्लेसमेंट आपने कहाँ से लिया सर
this one.
यस
This one I created before some time through transfer attributes, through transfer maps. So from this object to that object, when I transferred it, this map was generated.
ओके सर
Got it or not?
यस सर मीन सर आपने ग्राफ में कैसे यूज करके बताया था बम्प मैप का मैं
Sorry,
ऐसा एग्जांपल बोल रहा था
sorry.
अपने ग्राफ टेक्सचरिंग का आपको बम्प मैप आपने कैसे शो किया था मीन्स मीन्स वैसा
Okay.
एग्जांपल बोल रहा था तो अच्छा।
No. That is a total different condition. That is a totally different condition. Okay. So that also I will show you, but that is a totally different condition. If right now I am telling about that, then you will be confused. So today what I talked about, how to transfer the detailing from a high poly model to a low poly model. Today you need to remember this only. How to transfer the detailing from a high poly model to the low poly model. Now, how to create a grass and how to use bump map in that is totally a different job. Understood? That is totally different. So in that, several other things we need to do. So right now I'm not talking about that because then you will be confused. But yes, that's a good question. So Sagar, next day you just remind me about this. I'll show you how to do that.
ओके सर।
You just remind me about grass, then I will remember what to do.
यस
Okay.
सर। एंड सर मीन्स एग्जांपल्स है क्या और मीन्स लाइक ग्राफ्स मीन्स हम लोग फोटोशॉप में कौन से एलिमेंट्स के टेक्सचर्स निकाल सकते हैं?
To be very honest, you can create anything and everything. Means you have to create anything and everything because in a movie, what kind of objects will come, you don't know, and that is the reason we create movie, so that you face those problems, how to create this, and you will learn. So from a movie, we learn the most. If we are creating a movie, we learn the most. Each and every step you will start, like how to create this. So then you will learn out of it. We'll show you how to create those things. Okay. So this is the reason, and you will learn the possibilities also, how to deal with the different things. That is the reason we emphasize so much on creating movie. Okay, because you have to go through the pipeline. There is no other way. Anyway, guys, we are having some time, so please start. Who will start? Come on, quickly. Come on, who will start? Yes, Saurabh.
सर आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yes.
सर ये मेरी जो स्टोरी है बहुत सिंपल सी है, हार्डली 1 मिनट 2 मिनट्स के अंदर शायद है। तो
Okay.
सर मैंने सर वो ऐसा सोचा है कि स्टोरी के अकॉर्डिंग वो सिंपल सी कि सर ये अपना अर्थ है, जो अर्थ में जो जितने भी इन्वायरमेंट होते हैं जैसे कि अर्थ क्वेक या पूरा वर्ल्ड जब सो रहा है अच्छे से और दूसरी साइड पे मतलब कि हाँ दूसरे पोर्शन में दिन भी रहता है, जब अच्छे से और खुशी से काम कर रहे हैं तो अपना अर्थ स्माइल दे रहा है एक्सप्रेशन से क्यूट सा। स्टोरी के अकॉर्डिंग सॉरी स्टोरी में एक्सप्रेशन से थोड़ा पता चलेगा कि हमारा अर्थ भी हैप्पी है, हमारे जिसे हम रहते हैं जैसे हम जीते हैं, है ना सर? और इस 3D एनिमेशन से सुंदर सा उसको एक्सप्रेशन दिखा के अर्थ कोई सर कैरेक्टर की तरह उसमें दिखा सकते हैं। और जब कुछ किसी एरिया में से भूकंप होता है या ज्वालामुखी फटता है तो उससे भी अपना अर्थ सैड हो जाता है, तो सर उसमें छोटा छोटा एक्सप्रेशंस दिखाएंगे तो काफी ब्यूटीफुल लगेगा सर अगर उसको दिखाएंगे तो 3D में। सही 1 मिनट में या 2 मिनट्स में पॉसिबल हो सकता है, उसको दिखाएंगे एकदम विजुअली अच्छे से और एक्सप्रेशन के। सर सही है सर, ये सर मैं सिंपल सोचा है मैंने।
So this is the concept you are thinking about. Okay. Now
Yes,
you
sir.
need to convert it into a story.
Okay, sir.
There has to be a story in this. So the concept you have thought of. This can be a concept, yes, definitely. But now you need to convert it into a story.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now how to convert it into a story? That today I will give you some suggestions. So learn from it and try to do something.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Saurav. I'm sure you will get some idea today. What about others, guys? Come on, quickly. Some of you told like you have thought of this concept half. So you can talk about that also. Come on, guys, quickly, quickly. Devanan? Devanan, you are there? Hmm. Better you talk about your story. I'll prefer, as I told in the last lecture only, I'll first prefer you talk about your story until unless it is locked. Then you write it down and then send it to me. First you lock the story. Because group discussion is very important. And you take suggestion from your friends also. So if somebody, suppose Saurav uh, talked about his concept, if any of you are thinking of a of a story out of that, okay, please come forward and give suggestion on that. In our classroom we do that only, but in online very difficult to do. But yes, individually you need to take the initiative of doing that. So what concept Saurabh told about the earth being happy and becoming sad. So if something is coming to your mind, you can give suggestion to Saurabh. Okay, so please come up. So like this, together we can grow, giving inputs to each other. Come on, guys, quickly. I have received a file from Akash, and Akash, I liked your animation very much. Very good it is. So that feel is there. So let me show to all of you. Whatever the errors are there, Yogesh is the better person to talk about that. But I personally liked it very much. So uh, let me share that. Okay, so some clips, but very nice. This character is looking so beautiful, so beautiful. Here, I guess the hold is a little bit too much. Beautiful. Okay, so yes, Akash, you can convert it into a story. So I loved the characters you have taken. Those are so awesome. Like the sack, I loved the character. Very nice. Okay, so Saurav, you are having some suggestion from Nitai. It would be better if Saurav thinks of another story. Okay. Think of something. So nobody is talking on the concept today. Because until unless you are sharing your concept, you will not get suggestion from people.
सर मेरा एक कॉन्सेप्ट है.
You are very Nitai. Yes.
हेलो सर. हेलो.
Vijay, you are trying to say something.
Yes,
You are
sir.
actually not properly audible.
Now, sir. हेलो.
Yes, Vijay.
सर मेरा एक कॉन्सेप्ट था
Yes, please.
अबाउट मतलब बर्ड्स लाइफ एंड ह्यूमन लाइफ. बर्ड्स लाइफ में क्या होता है कि जब वो